Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin K. Man, that was weak. Hello, YouTube. It's Friday. TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. Oh, my goodness. I can see the weekend from here. In fact, I can smell it from here. It's Friday, August 19th. Man, already? August 19th, 2016. Can you believe we are really running through August? Yeah, going towards the end of the summer months. Man, oh man, oh man. Hope everyone's doing well. A couple of things. I have to apologize to you guys, especially you guys who usually follow me every single day, which I love. And that's why I give the date. We do this every single day. If I'm sick, well, I spend 20 minutes doing a pocket dump deconstruction. You know why? Because it makes me feel better. It does. Playing with the knives, searching for the knives. I have to apologize to you guys because yesterday I was rushing off to work late again. And I thought I had uploaded and everything was fine. And so I was just going about my business at work. And when I finally checked to do all the descriptions and stuff, it hadn't updated. So, I had to go through the horrible experience of going to my favorite Irish pub down the street using their internet. And yeah, forced to drink Guinness while it uploaded. So I'm sorry. I apologize for it being late. That was me being later than usual, running out, not double checking. So I apologize for that. Here we go with this pocket dump deconstruction. Again, Friday, August 19th, 2016. Hey, it did go up. We didn't miss a day. But I do apologize for it being late. Monday through Friday, and this is Friday. I should give you the schedule. Monday through Friday, I send this to you in the mornings, every morning, before I run off to work. This one is even getting late because I had to do some work at home first. And then on Saturday and Sunday, it's usually late afternoon, early evening. And that's because I'm lazing around and I don't get out until about 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. So that's why. So you can expect these every single day, Monday through Friday in the morning, before noon. And then again, Saturday and Sunday, because that includes every day, usually late afternoon. Okay? All right. Man, I talked way too much. I'm sorry, you guys. The watch today is the Apple Watch. It's Friday. Want to keep in touch with everything going on. I like the Apple Watch. You guys know I'm an old school guy. I love all the mechanical stuff and the chronographs and all of that. But man, nothing can beat the Apple Watch for meetings and stuff, to sneak peek your emails, etc., etc. The the person who always tells me it would be great if the knives were in focus when you get close. They're true. I picked a focus on this app for my iPhone 6s Plus because a lot of what I do is a lot of knives and stuff on the table. And so you don't get, every time I pick up something, I'd have to go, wait, let's see if it does that. I'm going to play with this in the next weeks or so and see if we can have a compromise. But anyway, I say that because I can't read the label here, but I know what it is. It's the cigar. It's the Diplomaticos Cuban cigar that I can't wait to smoke. I really can't. On a Friday when I light up the cigar, and I take sip of, this is single malt, and take a sip of some great scotch, I know the weekend has started. And I really like that Diplomaticos. Here's my Sean pen. This one is the stainless steel one with the DLC coating. You guys know about DLC coatings, you knife freaks, you. Just nice. It's just like when you see it on a nice blade. One of my old Coach wallets, thin Coach wallet. That's the lightest thing that I have. That and my pads are always light and nice. And then, of course, I always, let's get some shade on it. I always carry a lucky 1-ounce silver coin. Always. And that comes from my grandfather. This one is the 1999 Britannia from the UK. Just a nice looking coin. And again, needing some good luck to get through a Friday and into the weekend. Let's look at the carry. Hey, today's carry is super duper small. And I'll tell you, it didn't start out that way. I have 2 knives that got away. The first one I was thinking about using for this carry. Both of them I was thinking about using for the carry. But the first one I just snatched away literally 3 minutes before I took pictures that I'll be posting later this afternoon on Instagram. The Instagram is at Keith Kevin Ken, just like this YouTube channel. Come join the feed. I post a bunch of knife-related videos. It starts with the first cup of coffee and a couple of knives, goes through the day, and then ends with a wonderful... actually, it ends with a picture of what I'm doing right now, that pocket dump deconstruction and the knives that got away. So come follow me at Keith Kevin Ken. So I had one of my traditional carries. I told you this is meatloaf time, right? Mashed potatoes, hamburgers, French fries, just home cooking with the knives time to get through this week. And man, this week seemed to go fast, faster than usual. But at the last minute, I pulled out the bigger knife and I went with a smaller carry. And this is what it's all about. My keychain knife is one of my burnt orange collection. I love these knives. I've got all of the burnt orange collection from Spyderco. This is the HAP 40. Let's see if we can get that. I don't know if you can see the line there. But what it is super steel HAP 40. Retains an edge real nice. Everything that super steels do. What Spyderco did, though, is to help its strength, even though it's a very strong steel, but also to help it become more rust resistant. They put some stainless steel SUS 410 slabs. You can see that line right there. So the HAP 40, HAP 40, is sandwiched in between 2 slabs of SUS 410. Man, it cuts like a dream. I love it. This is the Spyderco Ladybug. I have carried the Spyderco Man Bug, me and my macho self. But this is the Ladybug. Man, it's just a classic keychain knife from Spyderco. It's the classic little big knife from Spyderco. The Ladybug obviously came first, and then all of us man folks said, wait a second. What are you talking about? I don't want to go around saying Ladybug. So they created the Man Bug. The Man Bug is just a wider blade and a fatter handles. This, of course, FRN handles, fiberglass reinforced nylon. I call it the best plastic ever. That's the feel to your fingers. Of course, the Ladybug is just a wonderful keychain knife. It's so durable, and especially this sprint run with the HAP 40, man, this will cut anything, and it's so sharp. Just under 2 inches, the blade. Oh, man. I love these small blades with the back lock, and I know some people say the back lock is awkward when you're closing a knife with one hand, and you guys know I have these fat Michelin Man hands. This is a very small knife. I don't have a problem doing that. The back lock really, though, is very strong. I think it's one of the strongest locks from Spyderco. And I'll tell you what, you want to be able to get your knife out fast, just in case. And of course, the Spidey hole helps you do that. Closing it, you can take your time closing it, and you can use 2 hands. You really can. but you don't need to. All of these knives, and this is so small, and with my almost arthritic, fat, chubby hand, this is the test, okay? Old man with fat hands closing a knife with one hand, a small knife with one hand, yeah, you can do it too. The medium, I can't believe, usually this is the small knife. Hey, I even used, was it this week or last week? I even used the Mnandi as the large knife. You hear me? Every now and then I just want to go real small. That means I'm going to be bar hopping or something. This one though, I'm not. This is the medium. This is where I usually use the Mnandis. Chris Reeve Mnandi is the definition of a gentleman's folder. And I'll tell you, I can't wait when he releases, I guess they are officially released, all the new woods. He has 4 new woods. Can't wait. I'm going to get 4 of the Mnandis once I get the money. Excuse me, once I get the money. He's also going to have them new woods for the inlays as well. So he's going to rest. He's not only resting because of the Nkosi, he's not only going to rest the Chris Reeve Sebenza 25. Of course they'll be available just like the classics are available now. But he's going to rest the inlays. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to get more inlays, I'll tell you. Anyway, the Mnandi, if you're not familiar with it, it is Chris Reeve's gentleman's folder, plain and simple. It has these wonderful inlays. In this case, it's Cocobolo wood. It's on top of titanium, and it's a little shiny titanium. Has this wonderful, you can tell, right? Tie liners, wonderful tie liners, open construction. And it has pretty much a full scale as well, Cocobolo for this one on the back. And look at that wonderful clip. It's one of my favorite clips. I think next to, there's a lot of great clips. There's just a lot of great clips. I was going to say my Spyderco wire clip, obviously one of my favorites because I'm a Spyderco fan. But this one is just classy. One of the best, I'll tell you what, I think this is one of the best gentleman folders clips. And of course, in order to get the full scale on the back, he makes it look like that's a liner lock. It's not. Look, it's the full Chris Reeve frame lock. He just covers a lot of it with that scale. Really a nice knife. We've got the Devin Thomas Raindrop Damascus on this one. You know, you do Mnandis and it's so classy. And then you throw a Damascus blade on it, and I'll tell you, it's the definition of gentlemanly. I love on a Friday to go real gentlemanly. It's like I do on Sundays. I just like it. Fridays, most people probably would do just the opposite, right? It's Friday. Let's get ready for the weekends, and I'm for that too. But for me, it just makes me feel good. It's like the capper of the work week. And so the large knife, I put that in quotations. The large knife for me is the small Chris Reeve Cocobolo inlay. Yeah, we're matchy-matchy. Cocobolo inlaid. This is actually my only, that's not true. I was about ready to say this is my only small Sebenza 21 inlaid knife. I have several of them with micarta inlaid. But other than the micarta, because I have these things organized in their families, I do have the micarta inlaid. This is my only wood inlay. And I have, forget it. You guys can tell this isn't rehearsed. Yeah, I also have several carbon fiber inlaid small Sebenzas. This is my only wood inlaid small Sebenza. It's the Cocobolo. Yeah, I went matchy-matchy. You guys know the drill, right? All of the Chris Reeve. Everything seems a little out of focus today. Or is it just me getting older? If it is out of focus, I apologize, you guys. This is the Chris Reeve small Sebenza 21. All the inlaid small Sebenza 21s, except for McCarter, has a shiny titanium. So he laid these 3 strips of Cocobolo wood on top of shiny titanium, as you can see. 2 on the show side, and then he does shiny around that surrounds this 1 strip on the lock side. And then he leaves the strip pure titanium. The strip and the clip. I mean, the lock and the clip. Lock and the clip left alone. Is that purdy or what? Am I just crazy when I keep going over that? I love the brass studs as well. That really sets off that brown Cocobolo wood. And of course, here we have the Devin Thomas ladder Damascus blade. Hey, if you're gonna only have 1 wooden inlaid small Sebenza, you might as well go all out, and I did with the ladder Damascus blade. Oh, I'm sorry. The man, I'm just all over the place this morning because I'm so happy it's Friday. let's just face it, folks. The Mnandi, that's a 2.75 inch blade there. This is a 2.9 inch blade, so about 1.5 tenths bigger as my big knife, because yeah, I'm rolling small today. Man, I have fallen. I've always, you guys know, I'm a big Chris Reeve fan, and I love my Sebenzas and my Mnandis and my Umnumzuns and everything else. Try to get as one of everything. I just love them. But I'll tell you something, the small and Kosi I love as well. But man, I just fall in love with this. This, again, is a gentleman's folder. But man, it's so nice. I love the small Sebenza 21s. I have fallen in love with them. That's the carry. You're talking about a small carry. That's a carry. That's my pockets. It's full. Smaller than usual, because the big knife is actually the small Sebenza 21 inlaid. This is my Cocobolo crew right here. Of course, I have the Mnandi as well. I wanted to go Damascus blade, ladder Damascus, Devin Thomas ladder on the small Sebenza 21, and Devin Thomas raindrop on my Mnandi. That's it. That's what I took pictures of. That's what I'll post on Instagram around noonish, 1ish, 2ish or so. So come follow me at Keith Kevin Ken on Instagram. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. And yes, I do have a Cocobolo large Sebenza 21. Large Sebenza 21 with the satin blade, 3.6 inch S35 VN steel. Everything I told you about the small one, except of course this has the satin blade, relates to the big one. It's just a lot bigger. And of course, I was starting with my standard. Have the big Sebenza 21 Cocobolo, and then the small one. And then I said, oh, maybe I want the Mnandi. And as I was playing around with those two, I went, I kept playing with the 2 smaller Cocobolo knives. And then I actually at one point said, now why am I playing with this large one? I kind of like those 2. And so this one became the knife that got away. And then once I did that, and I was all set, right? I went, well, we won't do this one. We'll go all small. I'm real happy. Then I went, man, am I just doing too much of this fancy, smancy, matchy, like the Wild and Crazy guys on the old Saturday Night Live skit, just matching everything? And so I pulled out, let me say this again. I slid across my desk because I've had for 3 or 4 days, ever since I got the Sprint Run Paramilitary 2 Knifeworks exclusive Paramilitary 2 with the CPM M4 blades. I've had all my M4 blades on my desk, ready to do a special video for you guys of all the M4 steel blades that I have. And I will do that. I promise you. It's one of the subsets from Spyderco. I will give you a special one of all of those. I scooted this over and said maybe what I should do is go with the Spyderco Gale Bradley 2 instead. And that way I could just do like this with the large one. And I nixed that too. I decided to go just with the smaller carry. This is the Spyderco Gale Bradley 2. Remember? It seems like so long ago when this was a new knife because they have released so many. The Gale Bradley 1 is on the top list of everyone, top 10 list, including me, as the best knife. They then brought out the 2, which is just thinner in profile. The blade's a little longer, but thinner too. 3.7-inch blade. Again, CPM M4, Spyderco. Gale Bradley, which is just a fabulous knife maker and collaborator with Spyderco on some of their best knives. He has always done CPM M4. The Gale Bradley 1 was CPM M4. So was Air. So was the Bradley fixed blades. He just loved his M4. And now they're using it on other things like the Paramilitary 2 on a lot of sprint runs. I like that. They also did it on the Mantra series as well. But it all started with the first version of this Gale Bradley knife. 3.7-inch CPM M4, as I told you. This is the Spyderco Gale Bradley 2, and no, I'm not carrying that. We had 2 knives that got away. Wanted to do matchy-matchy, went smaller, and then pulled out my Gale Bradley 2. I was thinking about carrying that too. So we have 2 knives that got away, but isn't that a pretty bunch? So now you see all of my Cocobolos. Hey, I threw my Cocobolos on the table, all of them. Anyway, hey, look forward to that CPM M4. Once I stop getting so lazy, get off my butt and do some special videos for you guys, I'll do that. But until then, every single day, what do? We deconstruct the pocket dump, and we keep our pockets full. Hey, you guys, thank you very much for your support. Please thumb this up. That really gets me going. Go crazy on the thumb up button. I really appreciate it. Subscribe. We have a number of new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome to you. We really appreciate that. We're getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, and I better start cleaning up those cases, right? And doing my homework, because I do want to do those. We're going to have our Spyderco Palooza. Why do I do that? Lollapalooza. Okay, Spyderco Palooza. Next time I'm going to have an easier name. Once we hit 1,000, we're going over the 400 Spydercos. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to force me to go deep into my case. And a lot of the knives I don't feature a lot. So we should have fun with that. A lot of classics. Hey, you guys, I really appreciate you. Sorry I just keep rambling on. I had to do some work at home early for work. So this is like, wow, recreation before I run out of the door for FaceTime work. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. You make my day. You really do. That's why I do this every single day. You guys have a perfect day. Man, I mean that so much. Try to have some fun. But the most important thing, keep your pockets full. Goodbye.